I get this question a lot about what is the best niche or type of task or project to begin mastering if you're thinking about becoming a virtual assistant. And I've got a lot of great stuff about becoming a VA and being a VA on my website, yourwaytova.com, all spelled out. But I want to dive a little bit deeper into some of what I think are the most in-demand services for virtual assistants across 2017 and beyond. Now, I've been a virtual assistant for several years. It's always been a component of my freelance writing business. I regularly get tapped to work on projects like this as a VA or as a high-end project manager, being in charge of a team of virtual assistants. So between the VAs that I've worked with personally in my business and those that I've hired for other companies, I've probably worked with more than 200 different virtual assistants, and that doesn't include the people who have gone through my courses learning about how to become a VA. So this is just from personal experience what I see people asking for. A lot of people come to me with questions about referrals for virtual assistants. That happens on at least a weekly basis. And so this is, you know, a little bit anecdotal, but also a little bit scientific. In a lot of the Facebook groups that I'm in, every week they'll have a collaboration thread, and I see the same couple of requests coming up over and over again. So these are my 3 most in-demand VA services you should teach yourself. You may choose to focus on just one, and that's okay, but these are all really lucrative ways to differentiate yourself and to niche down as a VA to begin making money. Number 1 is content management. So what this means is you might be involved in the actual creation of the content, but you might just be posting it on behalf of the client. So you might be responsible for putting their blogs onto WordPress or Squarespace, scheduling it to go out on social media, posting it for them on LinkedIn. Content management can take up a lot of time administratively for somebody who's generating tremendous amounts of content. It could be written form, it could be podcast, it could be YouTube videos. Whatever type of content the entrepreneur is creating, it needs to be distributed. And you may be responsible for doing things like adding title tags, adding SEO keywords, adding inbound links in blogs, choosing an image to go along with the blogs, actually uploading the material and scheduling it to go out on social media. And so that's number 1, content management. Knowing WordPress, knowing Squarespace, familiarizing yourself with those software tools is important. Number 2 is social media management. I think this is a category in and of itself because I see more and more VAs not just focusing on social media management, but on particular types. So some people will be Pinterest experts, Instagram experts, Periscope experts, Facebook ad experts. That's a huge one. That's a very lucrative niche right now. A lot of people are interested in running Facebook ads, don't want to waste money making mistakes on their own, and they will outsource it to someone else. So the cool thing about this is there's a lot of tools you can use. Meet, Edgar, Buffer, and Hootsuite are the 3 biggest tools for scheduling social media in advance. You can take a look at each one of those. There's also a lot of courses out there about proper social media management techniques. There's some great courses about Pinterest and getting traffic from Pinterest. You can teach yourself all of this material. That's what's pretty cool about it. Great courses on Udemy, great tutorials on YouTube. So educate yourself if this is something that intrigues you. I'd recommend that you have at least a base interest in social media to start with to really be effective there. But it's a great way to get involved because there's so many people in need of social media help. It's actually one of the first tasks that entrepreneurs will begin to outsource to someone else is their social media management. And if you know what you're talking about and you can help increase engagement and conversions, that's huge and positions you to make a lot of money as a VA. So number 3, I would say, is newsletter management. So this might fall under the umbrella of content management, but because the software involved is different, I'm making it its own category because you do need to know how to use the software in order to be an effective newsletter manager. Most entrepreneurs today will tell you that all their money is in their list. People make money off their email lists, frequently more than other techniques like social media. So the email list is really important to nurture and to build trust. That's why entrepreneurs might be sending out a weekly newsletter or other information to their tribe of followers. And you would be responsible for scheduling that, adding images and links, making sure it goes out, monitoring the statistics, who's opening it, what headlines work better, etc. So that's a great place to get started. Newsletter management. I'd strongly recommend that you check out a couple different software providers in this realm, but two are most common. That is MailChimp and that is ConvertKit. And again, you can score really inexpensive courses for each of those on Udemy. Teach yourself how to do it, set up your own account. My email newsletter management is definitely something I outsource. So that's my recap of the 3 most in-demand virtual assistant services available today. If one of these appeals to you, I encourage you to check it out, investigate it a little bit more, determine if it's something that would be the right fit for you. Virtual assistants charge anywhere from $15 to $40 an hour depending on their expertise. A lot of them who do packages like social media packages will have it be a flat rate fee, but also investigate the competition. See what other VAs out there are doing. What are they charging? See the kind of services they're talking about on their website. That's a great way to determine if it's right for you.